learn about his parents' siblings and to make his mom happy by bringing her to a Broadway show are not just immigrant sentiments, but American ones. His yearning to connect to his family is relatable on so many levels. Sopan and I had similar upbringings. We're both kids with melanin that grew up in super white towns, Howell, New Jersey, and Davis, California, respectively. We both came of age around the same time. Our parents both had arranged marriages, lived far from home and their families, and learned how to use email way after it was socially acceptable. I don't know this for sure, but I would guess we both obsessed over the same Air Jordans when we were in high school. Nevertheless, our individual experiences are unique, nuanced, and worth sharing. But Sopan pushes his story well beyond the typical, hey, my parents wanted me to get straight A's model minority narrative. He dives right into the darkest sides of South Asian culture, stuff that we only see in our living rooms, but never talk about. Depression, divorce, abuse, and betrayal are put front and center. He does this in the gutsiest way possible. He asks his parents about it to their face. South Asian families don't talk about their problems. We're expected to tough it out, take a nap, sweep it under the rug, and go back to work. The most therapy most of us received came from illegally downloaded episodes of The Sopranos that we watched after everyone else was asleep. We're not equipped to handle this stuff. But Sopan goes at it head on, like only a true journalist and comedian could. I genuinely hope that this book starts a conversation between family members. We need it. No more lying about our pasts, who we're dating, why our parents are unhappy, why we won't talk about mental health or therapy. He's forced my hand at dealing with these issues. And if all of this is too heavy, at the very least, I hope it forces some Indian uncles to tell the truth about how much money they had in their pockets when they first came to America.
Prologue. Shambo, the thing is that if you do not have peace at home, you can work hard or whatever, but you've got to have someone to come back to, Atish said. You remember, I used to watch my favorite television show, Cheers, and there was that song called, You Want to Go Where Everybody Knows Your Name. Yeah, I interrupted. So this is the thing. Where you are comfortable, where you feel good, that's the thing that you guys didn't have. Like if I'm away, as soon as I get out of home, let's say 15 minutes, I get a phone call. Where are you? Atish said, looking at Seema, his wife of more than 30 years. Sometimes I get mad. She always worries about me. But that's the thing. I know inside that I'm wanted, that someone is missing me. Someone wants me home. So that's the thing. You have to have love in your life. 1. I'd like to say a few words about race relations. I grabbed the mic and locked in. It was January 2018, on the cusp of my 30th birthday, and I was prowling back and forth on stage at the Comic Strip Live, a comedy club on New York City's Upper East Side. I was absolutely killing it, man. A rare feeling. Stand-up comedy crowds can be warm. I'm prepared for them to be icy, used to it really. But this one was on fire. Bodies were squeezed into every seat just looking for an excuse to laugh. I felt larger than life, like Mario after eating a mushroom or LeBron dunking on a fast break. The comic strip is an institution. Seinfeld, Chappelle, Sandler, Murphy, Rock. Every comic who has made it had at some point gone through this place. The venue is deep and cavernous, with seats crammed at long tables strewn throughout the room. Behind the stage is a familiar brick wall. Somewhere between the main stage and the front entrance, out of sight of the crowd, is a green room for performers, which is more like a green broom closet. In some parts of the venue, it's hard to see the performer. When you're the one telling jokes, you can't see shit. My set was part of the Big Brown Comedy Hour, a recurring show that Dean Obeidallah and Maysoon Zayed, New York City-based comics, started in 2009 as a way of putting a spotlight on up-and-coming comics of South Asian or Middle Eastern descent. These shows are always packed to the brim with, well, brown people, who rarely get to see shows like this. When brown crowds are in, they come to laugh.